What's going on, guys? Jordan here, coming back at you again with another episode of Beer Reviews. Tonight, we're going to be reviewing Grolsch Premium Pilsner Beer. Now, this is actually a suggestion by Jerry Fort, the beer review guy. Be sure to check his channel out. He suggested this to me a couple of days ago. This is actually one of the 3 beers he suggested me to go out and try to find. And I found this one today at a local liquor store. Grolsch Premium Pilsner Beer. This is coming in at 5% ABV. And real quick, before we get into the review, I just want to say, how cool is this bottle? This is probably the coolest beer bottle I have ever seen. I mean, look at that. It's got like a cork style top to it. And I guess this is founded in 1615 is what it says right there on the top. But I just think it's got to be the coolest beer bottle I've ever seen. And I have seen these before, but I've never actually seen them in my town. But I went to a liquor store here today that I don't normally go to a lot. I've been to it a couple of times. And I was lucky enough to find this. I was actually looking for the other 2 because I thought that this one would be the hardest to find. And this is the one that they had. They didn't have the other 2 beers that he suggested, but they had this one. So I picked it up. I believe this was $9.89 for a 4-pack. Now, it's a little bit on the pricey side, but I think it's worth it, especially for these bottles. Me and my girlfriend actually went in the liquor store today, and we were looking for those beers, and we walked right past this, and then I finally walked by and saw it and decided to pick it up. And she's actually going to keep one of these bottles for herself because she thinks they're really cool as well. So, let's go ahead and crack into it. If I know how. This is different. I guess we'll take the seal off. Oh, I don't want to damage it because we're going to be keeping all 4 of these bottles. All right. Whoa. That made me jump a little bit. So let's go ahead and get a smell. That is so awesome. It's got a really different mouth opening as well. Not getting much aroma out of the bottle. A little bit of sweetness maybe. Graininess, maltiness. Let's get it into a glass, guys. This is probably one of the most excited videos that I've ever done. So let's go ahead and get it into a glass. Well, I should say this is one of the videos that I'm most excited for. Monster head, but that's probably because of the way I poured it. Golden yellow color. Let's see what it smells like out of the glass. Very sweet malt aroma right out of the glass. Smells like a really good beer, honestly. So right now we're sitting at about a 4-finger head, roughly. Still got a little bit left. And what are the ounces of these bottles? The 12 fluid ounce bottles. They seem like much more because they're really thick and they're really heavy. I still can't get over how cool that bottle is. This beer is probably going to get points just for the bottle alone. So right now, sitting at about a 3-finger head. Let's go ahead and pour the rest of it in here. We might be able to get it all in there. Ooh. Is that not a good looking beer? I mean, you could float a bottle cap on the top of this head. Got it on my nose. It smells really good. There's definitely a lot more aromas in the glass than the bottle. Yeah, for sure. So let's go ahead and pour the rest. Oh, the cap fell. Let's go ahead and seal that back. Wow, that was satisfying. All right, Grolsch Premium Pilsner Beer. Now this is, let me actually read on the back real quick. It's a European pale lager is what it said online. So Sucks that I slightly damaged that. I'll just have to be careful with the other 3. We're keeping all 4 of these bottles. So, right now sitting at about a 1.5 finger head. Smells really good. I'm ready to stop talking about it and taste it. Cheers, guys. And thank you, Jerry Fort, the beer review guy, for suggesting this. Cheers to you, especially. Oh, yes. That's a good beer. It's got a sweet malt characteristic to it. A little bit of bitterness on the back end. Extremely smooth. The carbonation on it seems a little bit lower than most beers, honestly. Yeah, it's a really, really smooth mouthfeel. I really like that sweet malt characteristic that it has. It's got a little bit of like a, it's definitely got like a graininess to it, almost like a bread crust almost. This is an excellent beer. Absolutely worth the price, and I would highly recommend this. To anybody that loves beer, this is a good one. You can't go wrong. Excuse me. I said it's not very carbonated, but here I am burping. I have had 2 Coors Lights already, so that might be the reason. It's just so smooth. It's a lot of times with these green bottles, they tend to be a little bit skunky. I'm not really getting that on this. I'm just getting a little bit of bitterness from the hops. There's nothing really, to me, indicating that this has been skunked at all. It's just a really good beer. This is a beer that even at the price point that it is, I would still pick up from time to time. I mean, the novelty of the bottle alone is really awesome. And that's why I wasn't, hesitant to pay for this. It was a little bit over $10 after tax for 4 beers. So some people, that would push them away. For me, I was excited because I knew I was going to get pretty much a premium beer. I mean, it says it right there on the front, but it is premium in my opinion. It's delicious. It's extremely smooth. It's just an all-around good beer. So, Jerry, this is the first beer that I found that you suggested. I'm still looking for the other 2. Hopefully, I will find them. This is actually the one I didn't think I would find. This is the one I was a little bit worried about. So the other 2, hopefully, I will be able to find and put a review up for you. It's an awesome beer. Very happy with it. Very pleased with it. As far as the rating goes, I'm going to have to give this a solid 9 out of 10. Excellent beer. Very easy drinking. Good alcohol percentage at 5%. Incredible bottle. I mean, absolutely phenomenal bottle. My girlfriend's actually going to keep one of these for herself, and she doesn't even drink beer. So that tells you something. And I just love the way it opens. It's got such a satisfying, close to it. I mean, that's just awesome. That's rubbing off a little bit, but it's even if you guys want to collect this bottle, which I'm sure you would, I am. Even if that rubs off, this is still an awesome bottle. I mean, it says Grolsch right there, and it's imprinted everywhere on the bottle, and it even says it on the top. Best beer bottle I've ever seen. So 9 out of 10 for me, guys. Awesome, awesome beer. Thank you, Jerry Fort, once again for suggesting it to me. Check his channel out. You guys won't be disappointed. He has a lot of great reviews over there. Not just beer. He reviews pretty much everything. All types of stuff. So be sure to check him out. So as always, thank you guys for watching. And until next time, cheers.